Espoo is the second largest city and municipality in Finland. The population of the city of Espoo was 268,924 as of the 30th of September 2015. It is part of the Finnish Capital Region, and most of its population lives in the inner urban core of the Helsinki metropolitan area, along with the cities of Helsinki, Vantaa, and Kauniainen.Espoo shares its eastern border with Helsinki and Vantaa, while enclosing Kauniainen. The city is on the shore of the Gulf of Finland, in the region of Uusimaa. Other bordering municipalities of Espoo are Nurmijärvi and Vihti in the north, and Kärnä in the west. The National Park of Nuuksio is situated in northwestern Espoo. Espoo encompasses 528 square kilometers, of which 312 square kilometers is land. Espoo has several local regional centers. Espoo is thus divided into 7 major areas: Vanha-Espoo, Suur-Espoonlahti, Pohjois-Espoo, Suur-Kauklahti, Suur-Leppävaara, Suur-Matinkaila, and Suur-Tapiola. Aalto University is based in Otaniemi, Espoo, along with a thriving science community that includes numerous startups and organizations such as VTT, the Technical Research Center of Finland. Several major companies are based in Espoo, including Nokia Solutions and Networks, Microsoft Mobile, Kona, Nestoil, Fortum, Orion Corporation, and Outokumpu, as well as video game developers Rovio and Remedy Entertainment. The city of Espoo is officially bilingual. The majority of the population, 83.6%, speaks Finnish as the mother tongue, while a minority of 8.3% speaks Swedish. 8% of Espoo's population has a first language other than Finnish or Swedish. Etymology: the name Espoo probably comes from the Swedish name for the river Espoo, Espa, which in turn comes from the Old Swedish word aspe, meaning a border of aspen, and the Swedish word for river thus a river bordered by aspen. The name was first mentioned in 1431. The banks of the river Espoo are even today heavily populated with aspen. History: the first inhabitants in the area arrived about 9,000 years ago. Physical evidence indicates agriculture from California, 1000 AD, but there are no historical records. Up to the 13th century, the area was a borderland between the hunting grounds of Finnish proper and Tavastian Finns, with a sparse population. Immigrants from Sweden established permanent agricultural settlements during the 12th and 13th centuries, assimilating the sparse local Finnish-speaking population. Espoo was a subdivision of the Kärnä congregation until 1486-7. The oldest known document referring to Kärnä is from 1330. Espoo's A subchapter has been dated to the 1380s, although the first document directly referring to Espoo is from as late as 1431. The construction of the Espoo Cathedral, the oldest preserved building in Espoo, marks the independence of Espoo. Administratively, Espoo was a part of Uusimaa, when the province was split to eastern and western provinces governed from the Porvoo and Raasepori castles, respectively. The eastern border of the Raasepori province was in Espoo. The 13th-century road connecting the most important cities in Finland at the time, the King's Road, passes through Espoo in its way from Stockholm via Turku and Porvoo to Viapuri. In 1557, King Gustav Vasa decided to stabilize and develop the region by founding a royal mansion in Espoo. The government bought the villages of Espaby and Mankby and transferred the population elsewhere, and built the royal mansion in Espaby. The royal mansion housed the king's local plenipotentiary, and collected royal tax in kind paid by labor on the mansion's farm. The administrative centre Spoonkaskis has grown around the church and the Espoo railway station, but the municipality has retained a network-like structure to the modern day. today. In 1920, Espoo was only a rural municipality of about 9,000 inhabitants, of whom 70% were Swedish-speaking. Agriculture was the primary source of income, with 75% of the population making their living from farming. Kauniainen was separated from Espoo in 1920, and it gained city rights the same year as Espoo, in 1972. Espoo started to grow rapidly in the 1940s and 50s. It quickly developed from a rural municipality into a fully fledged industrial city, gaining city rights in 1972. Due to its proximity to Helsinki, Espoo soon became popular amongst people working in the capital. In the 50 years from 1950 to 2000, the population of Espoo grew from 22,000 to 210,000. Since 1945, the majority of people in Espoo have been Finnish-speaking. In 2006, the Swedish-speaking inhabitants represented barely 9% of the total population. The population growth is still continuing, but at a slower rate. Geography. Location. Espoo is located in southern Finland, along the shore of the Gulf of Finland, and in the region of Uusimaa and the Helsinki sub-region. Prior to the abolition of Finnish provinces in 2009, Espoo was a part of the southern Finland province. The city borders Helsinki, the Finnish capital, which is to the east. Other neighboring municipalities are Vantaa to the east and northeast, Nurmijärvi to the north, Vihti to the northwest, and Kirkkonummi to the west and southwest. Espoo is a part of the Finnish Capital Region, which is the inner core of the Greater Helsinki metropolitan area. Subdivision. Espoo is divided into 7 major areas: Vanha-Espoo, Suur-Espoonlahti, Pohjois-Espoo, Suur-Kauklahti, Suur-Leppävaara, Suur-Matinkaila, and Suur-Tapiola. These major areas are then divided into a total of 56 districts. Features. Although Espoo is relatively highly populated, it has large amounts of natural wilderness, particularly in the city's western and northern portions. The city has a total of 71 lakes, the largest of which are Lake Bodik, Nuuksion, Pikkajärvi, Vanhankiland, Pikkajärvi, Luujärvi, Velskolan, Pikkajärvi, Saarijärvi, Matalahärvi, Siikajärvi, and Lippajärvi. The city has a large coastline on the Gulf of Finland. Espoo has 6 Natura 2000 protected areas: Banberget forests, Espoonlahti Saunalahti Bay area, Laajalahti Bay, Matalahärvi Lake, Nuuksio National Park, as well as forests in Vestra. The official animal of Espoo is the Siberian flying squirrel, the official bird is the common blackbird, and the official plant is Anemone amorosa. Demographics. The population by nationality 1 January 2007 was 95.1% Finnish and 4.9% other nationalities. Religious affiliation was 77.4% Lutheran, 1.3% Orthodox, 1.3% other, and 19.9% no religious affiliation. Espoo contains many high-income suburbs, and 6 out of the 10 highest average income postal code areas in Finland are in Espoo. Culture. Espoo hosts a museum of modern art called Emma, built in a renovated old print house, the Wigi House, named after an old book print company Violin and Amp Goose. The same building hosts also Finland's only museum of horology and a toy museum. Gli's Farmstead Museum is also located in the city. The Espoo Cultural Centre, home of world-renowned Tapiola Sinfonietta, where numerous concerts and theatre performances are held, is located in Tapiola. Espoo has several manors, 2 of which are open to the public. The most important is Espoon Cartano, mentioned first time in 1495, and belonging to the noble Ramsay family since 1756. The current main building dates from 1914. Buttermill dates from the 1750s and Finland's oldest walled stone bridge from 1777 is on the King's Road which passes by the manor. The main building can be rented for weddings and similar occasions. Guided tours are available on request for groups. The other manor open to public is Pakankilan Kartano, located on the northern shore of Lake Bodom. The manor hosts a restaurant and club rooms, partly with original furniture open to the public, but meant originally to Kaisinkotti Sanitary, an old people's home located on ground of the manor. The Metropolitan children of Bodom comes from Espoo, Finland. They are named after the unsolved murder known as the Lake Bodom murders, which took place at Lake Bodom, a lake in northern Espoo. In 1960, the bands Northa and Kira also come from Espoo. The educational department takes part in Lifelong Learning Program 2007 to 2013 in Finland. Sports. At the 1952 Summer Olympics, the city's West End Tennis Hall hosted the fencing events. Espoo is home to several Premier League sports teams. The Espoo Blues play at Borono Arena in the Liiga Professional Ice Hockey League. The club was established in February 1984 as Kiekko Espoo and played the first season in 1984-1985 in the Finnish Second Division. In 1988 they achieved a place on the Finnish First Division, and in 1992 they celebrated the promotion to the Liiga. The club and the team changed the name in 1998. The name came from the dominant color of the home jersey. The full name of the club is Blues Hockey Oy. The Blues are a contender for the title almost every year, but have yet to win the series. They have come second 2 times though, most recently in 2011. FC Honka is a football club that was promoted into the Finnish Premier Division for the first time in its history at the end of the 2005 season. Honka now plays in the third-tier Kakkonen. They play home matches at Tapiola near Hiilapuisto. Espoo is the birthplace of 2007 Formula One world champion Kimi Räikkönen, a former Dallas Stars forward Jere Lehtinen, former Formula One driver J.J. Lehto, professional downhill mountain biker Matti Lehikonen, professional 10-pin bowling star Osku Lerma, and 2009 European figure skating champion Laura Lepisto. Politics. Espoo's City Council has 75 members. Following the municipal election of 2012, the council seats are allocated in the following way: National Coalition Party 29 seats, Greens 13, Social Democrats 10, True Finns 10, Swedish People's Party 7, Centre Party 2, Left Alliance 2, and Christian Democrats 2. Support for the centre-right National Coalition Party is high in Espoo. Results of the Finnish parliamentary election 2011 in Espoo: National Coalition Party 40.4%, True Finns 14.6%, Social Democratic Party 14.4%, Green League 11.6%, Swedish People's Party 6.7%, Centre Party 4.3%, Left Alliance 3.6%, Christian Democrats 2.7%. Espoo is the home for True Finns chairman Timo Soini. International relations. Twin towns. Sister cities. Espoo is twinned with sons and daughters of the town Gosta Sundqvist, band leader of Levi and the Levings, Martin Mikos, entrepreneur, J.J. Lehto, racing driver, Linus Torvalds, computer and initiator of Linux, Jere Lehtinen, hockey player, Susan Aho, singer and member of the band Vartina, Kirsi Heikkinen, football referee, Charlie Wigelius, British cyclist, Heidi Parvirainen, metal singer, Alexi Laiho, co-founder of the Metalbad Children of Bodom. Jan Weerman, keyboardist of metal bands Children of Bodom and Warm. Kimi Räikkönen, racing driver and Formula One world champion. Aki Hakala, the band's drummer. The Rasmus. Petri Lindros, a member of the metal bands Northern and Sifrim. Eero Etala, snowboarders. Marcus Sandell, alpine skier. Laura Lepisto, figure skater.